Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to begin the afternoon presentation session. Therefore, without further ado, I would like to re-invite our moderator for today, Mrs. Azi Afiza Usuludin. A round of applause, please.
Assalamualaikum, very good afternoon to everyone. So we are back for the second session. Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, Dr. Yusuf. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And I'm again Miss Hazi. And of course, I'm very thrilled to be your moderator again for today's event. So we are excited to have a diverse group of experts and enthusiasts here to explore how our region's rich culture diversity shapes and enhances the creative industry. So certainly, the Asian region has been witnessing a growing focus on its creative cultural industries. So we had stimulating discussion so far this morning, and we're gonna continue on the second sessions. So now, let's move on our second session of Forum on Asian Creative Culture of Economic 2024. So please join me in welcoming our next set of panelist presenter. We fly her from Myanmar. So give applause to Ms. Mei Mei on the stage. We fly so many delegations, yeah? And next, our neighbors in Asian country, I would like to invite Mr. Lino B. Matalang Jr. on the stage. You're sitting on the stage, Mr. Lino. And next, our neighbors, very nearby neighbors from Thailand, we have Ms. Nuan Van Daraswat. All right, take a seat on the stage. And last but not least, we have Ms. Tho Vu from Vietnam. Come, have a seat on the stage, everyone. So we have only 4 presenters for this afternoon session. All right, okay. Yeah. I think, shall we start, yeah? All right, ladies and gentlemen, when we are talking about cultural creative industry, yeah, so we can say that it's also refer to the sectors that combine creativity, culture, and commerce to produce goods and services with culture, artistics, heritage value, which encompass a wide range of activities, you know, such as visual arts, performing arts, films, audiovisual, publishing, literature, design, crafts, architecture, and built environment, and maybe digital and new media, heritage and tourism, advertising and marketing. So in Asian countries, CCI, which we can see that have gained increasing and recognition as important drivers, economic diversification and regional integration. So overall, I can see that CCI sectors in the Asian countries reflects the rich cultural diversity of the region and represent a vibrant and dynamic part of the global creative economy. So for this insight, I would like to introduce our speaker before we start on the first presentation. So from the first presenter, we fly her from Myanmar, Miss Mimi. Miss Mimi. Okay, Miss Mimi is actually, she's born year 1974, which completed a bachelor in painting in University of Culture in Yangon, and diploma in computer arts, postgraduate diplomas in arts, and master integrated arts in Kobe Design University. So I would say that you are arts expertise, yeah, Miss Mimi, all right? And then she's worked as a tutor at the National University of Arts and Culture of Yangon from 1997 and almost until 2016. And now she serves as a research officer at the Department of Fine Arts from the Ministry of Religious Affairs and Culture. You also wrote a book, right? And it's published year 2023. But I'm sorry, I can't pronounce. Can you pronounce your book name, please, Miss Mimi? Can you use a mic? Your book name?
Mimi.
So means that Myanmar? Because there is a title of your book here.
Yes,
there is one book that you
yes.
published. So what's the title of your book? Because I can't pronounce here. Yeah, can you pronounce for me?
Yeah, Mimi.
No. Your book title.
Acec.
Okay. All right. That's why I can pronounce. Thank you very much.
Acec.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce. I'm worried that it's wrong. All right, okay, next. Next, we have the only gentleman here, one thorn among the roses. So we have Mr. Lino. He's actually a project director, producer, and video director for the stage and international documentaries. And he's also a faculty member of mass communication in the Cagayan State University of Tugu-Garo, is that? Yeah? And Mr. Lino actually has been part of the country's premier arts institution for almost 28 years. And his firm, titled Red Saga, he's part of that firm, which won the first prize, yeah? In the experimental category of Gawat CCP para Alternativum Pellicula in 2006, right? So that Mr. Lino is actually also part of the audience development division of the Arts Education Department of the Cultural Center of the Philippines. And currently, you are the ex-official member of the National Commissions for Culture and Arts Committee on Culture Education. That's so nice of you. Right. So we have next, our neighbor, Miss Nuan Van Daraswat. Ms. Nuan Van is actually an expert in policy and strategy at the Ministry of Culture of Thailand, with the main responsibilities of arranging the organization's plans and strategies, and giving counsels to drive Thailand's economic and social prosperity in fields of culture and creative industry. And she was also a director of the Secretary Office of the National Film and Audiovisual Committee, with extensive experience in involving with the promotion of film and audiovisual domestically and internationally. Right, okay, we have so many experts over here on the stage, yeah? Right, and one, last but not least, we have a fashion designer, Ms. Tavu, right, from Vietnam. She's a fashion designer and eco-fashion entrepreneur, the founder of Vietnam's pioneering sustainable fashion label, Kilomet 109. So since you are founding that Kilomet 101 since 2012, yeah? She has actually provided a valuable source of extra income for women in these communities and has helped incentives the preservation of fading traditions. She's also a design mentor and educator, which frequently collaborating with universities in Vietnam and internationally to promote sustainable design practices. So Tao has mentored so many countless young Vietnamese designers on their journey to become sustainable design professionals. MashaAllah. We have so many experts here, and please give big applause to everyone. So without further ado, when look at to the first session, we have kain tenunan, we have policies from Cambodia, we have bamboo bike, we have bamboo instruments, and we have also we have also cultural heritage in Malaysia. So we need to see more insightful topics now. So let's dive into some interesting topics by inviting our first speaker, our first presenter from Myanmar, with a topic of a brief account on sustainability of Myanmar weaving culture. So please, Ms. Mimi, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate for this opportunity. So today, my name is Mimi from Myanmar. So today, I would like to present about a free account on Myanmar sustainability of Myanmar weaving culture. So this presentation is to present the art of hand-loom weaving Acec and its traditional textile industry, as well as Myanmar's indigenous weaving methods. Myanmar people have been wearing. So I would like to present it into 3 parts. So this is abstract. It is to present the art of hand-loom weaving Acec and its traditional designs, traditional textile industry, as well as Myanmar's indigenous weaving methods. From back-end periods to the present, Myanmar people have been wearing clothes with check with patterns. The experience of modern-day hand-loom weavers and business operation as a cultural art, the history and historical evidence about Acec design have been documented and written. In the future, Acec design will be known to the world as Myanmar's original designs. This weaving culture, we acknowledge the intricate and deliberate process of bringing together different cultural elements to create a cohesive and vibrant community. So this initiative aims to create connections through mutual respect, understanding, and collaboration, fostering unity and cooperation among Myanmar and ASEAN countries. each region of Myanmar boasts its historically robust for royalty and high-ranking officials, but is now worn by women on special occasions. So today, this presentation is focusing on Loya Jo Acec and discuss the efforts towards sustainable development, within these traditional crafts. So this is the background history of Myanmar weaving culture. So the design depicted on pots and stone weaving can assume that clothes wearing existed during at that time. You can see that weave and lines patterns on the pottery. These are Stone Age and Pew period. After that, this is the Stone Age. So these are wave patterns on the statue are in Pew period. So these are also on Pew period. So some of wave patterns, many wave patterns we can find from the mural painting. And there are so many kinds of pagodas in Bagan. So these are the Upalite pagoda. From Upalite pagoda, we can find wave pattern from the mural painting. So it's 18th century. So wave patterns from mural paintings are so many kinds of. So this is the mural painting of Ananda Auchong Pagoda. There is a woman. We can see that there is a woman weaving textiles in this mural painting. So these are in Yaoyan period. So next, I would like to explain about Myanmar Loya Jo Acec, and also called Lontaya Acec. So Lontaya Acec, the patterns Lontaya Acec means an interlocking tapestry textile woven with hand-rolled shutters. It has been woven for court use during the Komang dynasty. Only royalty or high-ranking officials were allowed to wear. The patterns of textile were simple and required the use of only 20 to 50 shutters to weave a piece. In ancient times, the design had been made more complex, pushing the number of shutters used up to 120 or more in 1835 to 1878. So, Acec textile Acec textiles and analyzing and dialoguing tapestry weaving. So these patterns and design for Myanmar Acec, you can see the basic designs. There are 7 types of elementary designs in Loya Jo Acec. So we can see Cho. The first one is Cho. It means main strand. The second one is a lane. The third one is Gamon. The fourth one is Naya Panket. The fifth one is Khasi Kabyat. The sixth one is Bila Puet. It means flower. So the last one is Pampuenji. Also it means flowers. So the design patterns of Loya Acec are elaborate and symbolize various cultural and natural elements. Some common motifs include flowers and vines are prevalent motifs representing beauty and nature. Lotus flowers in particular are symbolics in Myanmar culture. Complex geometric shapes such as diamonds, squares, and zigzags are used to create visually stunning designs. The next one is concerned with Loya Acec cultural significance. So it holds significant cultural importance in Myanmar, and then the intricate and highly regarded fabric is renowned for its complex patterns and vibrant colors, symbolizing both cultural heritage and social status. So, wearing Loya Acec is a reflection of Burmese identity and pride. Historically, the fabric was marker of social status and privilege. Loya Acec weaving is more than just a textile. It embodies the artistic heritage, cultural identity, and social history of Myanmar. So here are the technical and artistic aspects. The weaving art of Loya Acec involves a combination of specific materials carefully chosen for their quality and ability to create the desired aesthetics. So, design process begins with detailed planning on graph paper to ensure symmetry and precision before the weaving process starts. Acec weaving involves a complex interlacing of weft and weft threads to create distinctive weaving patterns. Traditional wooden looms are used where the weaver manually controls the shuttle and tension to achieve the desired patterns. Creating a single piece of Loya Acec can take several weeks to months, depending on the complexity of the design. So the artistic aspects of Myanmar Loya Acec encompass a rich tapestry of design motifs, color symbolism, textual intricacies, and cultural narratives, all of which contribute its enduring beauty and significance. So these are technology, designs, and pattern changes. So initially, very simple technologies were used for making the textiles. Since 14th century, the cloth was produced on hand looms, which were not equipped with fly shuttle. After that, hand shuttle fly slide, and then power loom, and then nowadays we use the computer knitting. So these are the designs and pattern stages. So in the first one is Loya Acec designs of original designs, and the second one is modern design, and the last two is fashion design. So I would like to explain evolution of Loya Acec textile a little. So Acec fabric is renowned for its intricate wave-like patterns originated in the Amarapura regions. The production and use of Acec adapted to changing social and economic conditions. It is throughout the British colonial period and subsequent independence. It's going on efforts to preserve the traditional techniques of Acec weaving. It is integrating Acec patterns into modern fashions. The evolution of Loya Acec mirrors the broader historical and cultural shifts in Myanmar, maintaining its status as a vibrant emblem of the nation's rich heritage while adapting to contemporary trends and challenges. So these are Myanmar regional dress development styles. The middle one is Loya Jo Acec, and we use before colonial period. The upper one is before colonial period. Right side is Asian Myanmar kin, Myanmar traditional cultural heritage, and then revival of culture from trade, and then fashion setters. This is the diplomat styles in Myanmar. So sustainability in Myanmar's weaving culture encompasses various aspects, including financial development, environmental conservation, socio-economic development, cultural preservation, and community empowerment. So regarding the market diversification, Myanmar needs to explore opportunity to diversify markets for Myanmar's woven products, including both the most domestic and international markets. The government the industry faces significant sustainability challenges. There is a concerted effort by artisans, the government to promote environmentally friendly practice and fair trade. So these are the Myanmar government initiative policies. Micro, small, and medium enterprise played a crucial role in Myanmar's economy, contributing significantly to employment and economic growth. The government has implemented various policies and initiatives to support and promote MSMEs. Here are some key aspects of these policies. Challenges the declining interest, lack of support, competition, limited infrastructure, regulatory environment, intellectual property rights. We have to guard the challenges. So in conclusion, weaving culture in Myanmar is not just an artistic tradition, it is a vibrant living heritage that has the potential to create meaningful connections with ASEAN countries. By fostering cultural exchange, collaborating projects, and economic partnerships, Myanmar's weaving traditions can contribute to a more integrated and harmonious ASEAN community. This integration can celebrate diversity while promoting mutual respect, understanding, and shared prosperity. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mimi. Look at your weaving culture, weaving industry in your country. Yeah? It started growing. Luntaya Acec, is that all right? Okay. So we have so much, it's so rich and very different in waves. I can see that so many waves and line patterns, you know, which is represent the artistic heritage and culture identity, and as part of social history of Myanmar. Yeah, right. Okay, so Myanmar, you know, your rich culture of heritage, diverse ethnic traditions, and the wide range of your culture, and now you have weaving industries, you know, weaving culture, and it reflects so much on your historical and contemporary artistic expressions. So thank you very much, Ms. Mimi, for your insightful of weaving culture in your country. So ladies and gentlemen, from the weaving, I move you to the song. So our panelist, second panelist, moderator from Philippines, Mr. Lino, we're talking about Himek Hembin, Mga Heleng Atin, a collection of credit songs from the Philippines. So Mr. Lino, are you ready? The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're still okay? I know it's this afternoon, but you know, I hope to keep this session alive, okay? Before I start my presentation, I'll let you watch a short video of what this is all about. Okay, please play the video. Thank you.
Ang ideya para sa himig-himbing ay nagsimula mga 2 taon na nakakaraan.
Because our focus in our education is not just for new audiences, new artists, but also for the young children. No? The young children need the arts very much.
So the objective of this project is to embark on developing, showcasing and promoting indigenous folkways like lullabies to the greatest number of Filipino audiences.
Ako ay lubos na natutuwa na ako ay naimbitahan ngayong hapon para makasama ninyong lahat para sa paglulunsad ng ikalawang serye ng himig-himbing mga heleng atin.
Yet we dream, so here we go again. Now at the CCP Black Box, we're dreaming awake and loudly as possible. We launched the second phase of Himig-Himbing Mga Heleng Atin.
Hindi siguro kayo nagkakamali, ngunit gusto namin isipin na maging ang mga hele ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi para sa lahat ng mga Pilipino. Sapagkat ang mga hele na narinig ng mga kabataan ay hindi lamang pampatulog, kundi ito marahil ang una nilang pagkakataon na makarinig ng awitin sa wika ng kanilang kinagis ng bayan, kanilang kinagis ng lugar. At ito ay isang bahagi rin ng kanilang pagkakaroon ng kaugnayan sa kanilang tinubuang lupa, sa kanilang tinubuang bayan. At sa gayon, ang hele ay masasabi natin unang pamamaraan kung paano tayo nagiging bahagi ng sarili nating pamayanan, ng sarili nating lipunan, ng sarili nating bayan.
Lullabies may be primarily for children, but there is in all of us an inner child who also seeks calm, comfort, healing in the unreachable places within us.
Ang hele ay bahagi natin at ang hele ay tayo rin. Gisingin tayo ng mga heleng ating makikita at marinig.
Okay, thank you. It's done. No, I'm joking. This afternoon, as part of my country presentation, I will present one of the flagship projects of CCP, my institution. This is retelling our stories, the himig-himbing experience. Of course, creative industry has been with the CCP almost 10 decades, 20 decades already. But here, I would like to focus on this type of project, himig-himbing. It takes a village to raise a child. You, me, and everyone else has the responsibility to raise our children, not only parents, but also us as educators, as part of the community. The Cultural Center of the Philippines was created in 1966 with the purpose of promoting and preserving the best of Filipino arts and culture. Since then, the CCP sought to embody the values of katotohanan, which is truth, kagandahan, beauty, and kabutihan, goodness. The CCP has been at the forefront of arts and culture for over 15 years and continues to work with government, business, academe, and international community for a thriving local creative industry that respects tradition, spurs innovation, increases social awareness, and enriches the Philippine brand and economy. For over 50 years, we at the CCP have been telling stories. In many ways, in anywhere, there are people and willing and ready to hear them. We tell stories through sound and music, through action and movement, through still and moving images. We tell stories of our history, stories of our imagination, stories that bind us together as a nation. The CCP has always advocated for arts education and appreciation among the youth. Through our arts education programs, we want to nurture well-rounded children who are critical thinkers and change makers. By exposing children to the arts, we aim to cultivate future creative thinkers who can collaborate with others and make difference in their community. The CCP embarked in developing, showcasing, and promoting indigenous folkways like lullabies to the greatest number of Filipino audiences. This is aligned with our CCP strategies of mobilizing expressive arts to promote diversity and values to the common good and to nurture the next generation of artists, cultural workers, and audiences. Thus, the himig-himbing mga heleng atin came to life. At first, I'm hesitant to accept the project as a project director because I'm not a parent. Though I'm a parent to 10 dogs in my house. Anyway, from the time the child is brought into the world, it is the poem that welcomes him in the form of lullabies. A genre of music that is perhaps as universal as man himself is the lullaby. It is one of the pleasant sounds that a newly born human hears and brings tranquility that puts the infant into a peaceful slumber. Hele, or lull, according to clinical psychologist Hani Karandang, it's not only important but necessary for a child's optimum development. Through the lullaby, the baby is nurtured, provided warmth and comfort, and feels cared and connected. The feeling of connectedness to another human being is one of the basic psychological needs of every human being starting from birth. When an infant is soothed with a lullaby, the experience is multisensory. There is touch or kinesthetic experience, listening to the music, the focused visual stimuli with the mother or caregiver, and the rhythmic rocking movement helps awaken certain parts of the baby's brain. And so, mindful parenting is essential at the core of a lullaby. As a child gets older, the role of lullaby transforms into affirmation of love. You see? Last year, 16 music videos of 16 lullabies from the regions were developed on screen and into a book. Himig-himbing mga heleng atin was based on a research of UP Center of Ethnomusicology with Sol Trinidad as head researcher, arranged by esteemed musical director Krina Kayabyab, performed by various artists in the music scene, visualized on screen by renowned filmmakers, and book illustrations and key visual designs by Beth Parocha. Okay, I'll jump into the processes. So in 2021, during the pandemic, we embarked on developing these lullabies. But because it was pandemic by that time, no, looking for materials was a daunting task. No? We tried to avoid that task in going to the regions or in going to the field to do research because it's time consuming and it requires another layer of validation. So what we did was, they were referred to us by the field researchers of online researchers from the University of the Philippines Center of Ethnomusicology. They have a vast resource of audio recordings, transcriptions, text translations that made available for decades na until now it's only being used. No? We were able to choose songs from the vast ethno-linguistic groups like Subanon, Bilaan, Mansaka, Hiligaynon, Ilocano, and Tagalog. Some of the materials, though, still needs transcription and translations. There is one point in our research where we cannot find a translator who understands and speaks the vernacular. The reality of the Philippine languages going extinct. So we dropped the lullaby and look for a replacement because we have a timeline to do, no? So interestingly also, these variations, we have like one song, but different, one music, but different languages, no? These are rampant in folk lullabies. We happily encountered the quiet of this significant language alive and growing, that music is being transmitted. Okay, after the research, we identified the lullabies. We collaborated with a young director and arranger at the time. She's in Scotland, finishing her doctorate degree. So we wanted her to reimagine the songs and give her own spin. She worked on the arrangement, and we recorded the songs. Then we collaborated with various artists in the industry, as well as performers from the regions who speak the language or vernacular. That way, the lullaby is still grounded and faithful on its context. And then we went to film production. We tapped renowned filmmakers who are homegrown in the region where they represent the lullaby. If the filmmaker is from the north and speaks Ilocano, then he is the one who will direct the film. We also gave the filmmaker the voice to push the conversations and interpret the lullabies to make more significant to younger audiences. There were adjustments along the way, but somehow we managed it. In 2022, we launched the 8 music videos. These are Dungdungwen Kanto, an Ilocano, Ugoy ng Duyan, Tagalog, Katurog na Nonoy, Ilocano, Wiyawi, Kalinga, Ili-ili Tulog Anay, Visayan, Aba-aba is from Subanon, Tingkatulog, Boholano, Hele, at Tagalog, and then another 8 in 2023. We have Bata Alimahi from Boholano, Dandansoy, Ligliway Ateng, and then after that, we made a book because we believe that we have to produce a children's book for teachers and nurturers. So we can see we have a Spotify platform for cradle songs, and we have also a YouTube channel for the music videos. And we have also a music sheets that you can use during the time. So if you want, you can scan the QR code here. You can access that, and you can see the information inside the website that includes the lullabies, the music videos, and the music sheets. No? This year, we're trying to do another version, which is we tour this project so that we want to get the interaction or the feedback from the audiences and from the regions. No? Lastly, in doing this project, one thing for sure, our team worked very hard to protect and maintain the integrity of song from source derivation and interpretation. Many back and forth communications from the team and translators and cultural bearers were transpired. One of the challenges I want to point out is we undertook this policy on intellectual rights management. Among the 16 cradle songs, there is one song that is copyrighted and needs to settle licensing fees from a licensing unit. And the fee is bigger than we can imagine. Somehow, as a producer, you cannot but cringe on the amount that we need to pay. Of course, we wanted to compensate our artists. Especially this one cradle song was composed by 2 national artists. But how about those who cannot settle fees from copyrighted material? These are just some of the issues we have now, and we need to flesh out for a creative economy to blossom. In hindsight, our vision is greater than sight. As an old African proverb say, it takes a village to raise a child, but we will get there. We will be there through this program, ASEAN Creative Economy and Cultural Conference, through this forum, through our collective efforts as artists, as cultural workers, as educators, as ASEAN region, we can manifest along the horizon. There is creative economy in our midst. We just need to embrace it. Thank you. Terima kasih. This is the book, by the way.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lino. Such a nice story. Himik himbing, hingga heling attend. So such a good project that I can see that synergize the songs and the musics, the cradle songs, yeah? The stories that sharing the beauty of your rich arts and music scenes of your country. Which is so, I'm impressed that how can you see the music and you embed it into the life and the culture? Such a good things from Philippines by Mr. Lino. Thank you very much again. We have 2 more, our panelists presenter on the stage, and we will continue. And next, we don't need to fly. We can just visit our Thailand, our neighbor. So the presenter from Thailand will be talking about empowering creative economy through artistic and cultural dimensions for sustainable development. So Ms. Nuanvant, ready? So the floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Selamat datang. And good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, all delegates. And I'm so happy and a little bit excited to be a speaker for Thailand cultural aspect today. So today we will speak about the Ministry of Culture responsibility in a part of ministry that responsibility to bring our cultural assets to enhance it and develop it and make our country prosperous in economically and socially. Yes. Yes. As Ministry of Culture, our mission is to conserve and utilize tangible and intangible and culture in both traditional and contemporary art spheres. So, because we found that our country's abundance of cultural capitals all over the country, we researched it and we found it more than 100 cultural capital that we have, both tangible and intangible. So, in this session, we try to highlight our abundant cultural assets and bring it and nurture it and enhance it to be our benefits. We, Ministry of Culture, not only working inside our department, but we're working toward the private sectors and all other ministry to develop and make our product and make our cultural assets to be good enough for our Thai customer and to foreign customer too. Yes. first of all, I want to highlight that we, in 2015 or older than that, the UNESCO creative industry become more important in our aspect. And so we, Ministry of Culture, initiate 5F to for the potential creative industry that we can potential creative cultural and services. Yes, first is a film. Second is a food. Thailand is a plenty of food. Fashion, we have a fabric, textile, Mai Thai, Thai silk, and other woven. We have a fighting, we have Muay Thai, we have any kind of sport, Thai sport that have a talent. And we have festival. The festival that all of you may have some heard is like a Songkran festival in April or Loi Krathong Lantern Festival in November. It's a big event of Thailand that all foreigners may know about that. We started this initiative in 2015, and then after we made a project for a while and we know that we have some more capital, so it's become 5F plus, such as performing arts. We have a special performing art that different in any region of Thailand. We have belief, we have tattoo, holy tattoo, that people come to Thailand, foreigners come to Thailand to get the tattoos, Thai style tattoo. And we have a Thainess, we have a smile, we have a land of smile, we have a sabai culture, that people come to our country and feel very comfort and want to come back, something like that. We found it. So, so before 2015, we are still working in the dimension of preserve, much more than to develop or something. But once the globalized change the aspect, so we try to be repositioning ourselves from just a socio ministry to socio and economic in ministry. Our vision become culture and creative play a leading role in the development, and we still use this vision now today. So today we will give you an example of 5F, but we select just 2F. 2F is festival. First F is festival. And second F that we will talk about today is our F, fashion or product design. Yeah. So the first F, so we try to elevating the implementation relates to national tradition and festival. As you heard that we have a famous festival that become international like Songkran and Loi Krathong Festival, but we found that we have many local festivals. We have local events that have the potential to develop and enhance it to become the regional festival or national festival or become the international festival too. Such as including the man-made attractions, such as Mark's Festival in Loi and other festivals. So, and we have a man-made attraction, like we create some art biennale that will roadshow to every potential city that have the talent in arts. We have the festival that come from the UNESCO Creative City that we got to receive the, no. Yes. For example, I will give you an example for, yes. So for festival, like I say that so Ministry of Culture select the local festival or some man-made cultural and supporting and encouraging and promoting, launching the important. So, yes. In 2020, so 23, the 16 local festival that Ministry of Culture support create 800 million Thai baht and more than 1 million tourists traveling to a formation festival around the countries. And the public awareness via online platform totally more than 5 million viewers. So it quite successful for us for the beginner of this enhancing festival. We just start for two years. For example, yes. For example, I will give you the example of the man-made attraction that we made. First of all, it's a Kora Street Art Festival. The Kora Street Art Festival is one of the events under the Art Biennale. This one is created in Korat province on 2003. Other Biennale Festival is Krabi province and Chiang Rai province. And next year will be Phuket, on the Phuket Island. So you may invite to come and visit. So Mr. Technician, please play for the example. Example for Kora Street Art Festival. Yes, so thank you. For this kind of art, not only happen in during the festival, it be at the Korat that everybody can travel and take a picture with, so it will be the highlight of the country, the corner, one corner that highlight the province. Another example is, oh no, oh please. Another example is Phuket Food Festival that we got the mention for UNESCO Creative City. No, excuse me, another one. Excuse me. Wrong video. It's coming. It's a festival, food festival from Phuket, Gastronomy City of UNESCO, Creative City from UNESCO. Okay, go back to the presentation. The next F is product design, fashions. We will be quick. We have the one that we call Seaport. The first day you heard about OTOP. For Ministry of Culture, we advanced that to CPOT. CPOT is a cultural product of Thailand. We highlight on using our cultural asset and develop it to be cultural product with design, with innovation, and find a market for them and teach them to produce their own work. We have the thing that call upstream and midstream and downstream for our process on working the project. The upstream is we assign our cultural regional office to select for our local cultural asset, also the entrepreneur in the community, in this community, and make them come to the headquarters and get the knowledge, get the workshop of designing, get the workshop of marketing, get the workshop of how to find the customer, both Thai and foreigners. And at the downstream, the Ministry of Culture acting as a distributor. We trying to find a market for them to make them have a profit, make them got the revenues. So it will be quick. For example of support that I said before, we have showcase. We got the design workshop for them. So they can design in a modern, contemporary way, not plain that people don't like it. And we have, I'm frightened. and we supporting and bring them to other countries. We showcase them. We have Thai festival in many countries. We working with Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Commerce to roadshow in other countries. And in Japan, in Tokyo, this year, the cultural product is the most seller one. And we still have a MOU with other retail companies, both in Thailand and both in online business like Lazada and maybe other one to sell our cultural product under their platforms. Yes. For CPOT case study, I don't have time, so we have three case study for them. One is a textile, Patil from Mesyuarat Moro community from Ubon Ratchathani. The second one we have Menorah glass bead from Menorah beads, the performing art, southern performing art, and we have Tani Sayam that made from banana tree. I have an example. This one I present as a. Anyone give the delegates? Yes. It's a represent of the souvenir from Menorah bead. Yes. It's for present for each country. Yes. The Menorah beads is from the cloth from the Menorah dancers that we bring it to highlight it to the souvenirs. The second one that I told you about the banana tree, because Thailand, like other countries in Southeast Asia, we using banana leaf. We using banana leaf and we throw away a banana tree, so the waste. So to make it not become waste, we use banana tree and develop and use technology and innovation to make it like a bag, it's a kind of leather. It feels a kind of leathers, as you can see, and we make it design for a modern style, a Western style, to can sell it in a foreign country. And the last one is a textile that we develop. It's on my body. It's a woven that it's a woven village that we use some technology and we give the lifestyle of the people in Mekong rivers and embroidered on a bag, and we decided to make it more advanced and develop and more value. So for a quick, give me some more minutes, please. For a quick, I will please play the example, the last video for us to you see the process of the 3 examples. Please play the video for me. This is a redesigned woven. No, not finished. This one is woven and dyeing technique. It's called ผ้าป้าติ๋ว
เราเป็นคนใต้คนหนึ่งที่รู้สึกว่าเรามีความสัมพันธ์เรื่องของความเป็นโนราเนี่ยครับมาตั้งแต่เด็กเราก็อยากเห็นโนราเนี่ยครับมันยังคงอยู่ต่อไปแล้วก็รู้สึกว่ามันก็คงเป็นหน้าที่ของเราด้วยในความเป็นลูกหลานของคนใต้ความเป็นลูกหลานของความเป็นโนราที่จะทำให้โนราเนี่ยมันยังคงอยู่ได้ เราเห็นถึงตัวแมททีเรียลตัวนี้มันมีเรื่องของความเป็นประวัติศาสตร์ความเป็นภูมิปัญญาต่างๆถ้าเกิดเราไปดูเรื่องของการสร้างแบรนด์มันเป็นจุดเริ่มต้นที่ดีมากๆเลยที่จะสามารถนำไปต่อยอดให้มันเกิดมูลค่าของมันได้เอาความเป็นโนราเนี่ยครับไปให้คนอื่นได้สัมผัสด้วยครับ
Yes. So, thank you. Let's go back to the presentation. Go back to the present. Okay.
Two more minutes, Miss Nuan. Two more minutes, yeah? All right.
Conclusion right
All right,
now.
okay.
Sorry. Yeah. For conclusion, I will say that the Ministry of Culture focusing on using our cultural capital as a major factor in propelling the creative economy. And yes, we focus on community engagement. If community is not okay with us, we cannot work together. And we make it carefully consider and manage and ensure collaboration implementation among the three comprehensive parts, upstream and midstream and downstream. And definitely there are problems along the way that we have to fix and we have to cross over. And thank you for watching my presentation.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nanwan.
Sorry for more time.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We are still in the time frame, right? Right, Seaport, yeah, culture product of Thailand. You have this approach in a way for you to empowering your creative economy, yeah? And then the 5 flagship that you have, firm, food, fashion, fighting and festivals, on how you are actually plus with another performing arts status as your flagships, which I believe, yeah, with the different approach of your culture product, yeah, you are able to empower your creative economy through what you have planned, yeah, through artistics and culture dimensions. Malaysian love Thailand so much. Malaysian love Thailand, Malaysian love food in Thailand. Yeah, so every festivals we have numbers of tourists from Malaysia will be in your Songkhla province, you know, so they are there for food actually. All right, so overall, like Thailand's culture is always creative in products, yeah, and reflect enrich history, diverse traditions, and dynamic contemporary value, which is you are offer a blend of the old and new, and providing us a unique glimpse into the country artistic and cultural landscapes. Good job, Thailand. Thank you very much, Ms. Nuanvan. And last but not least, from weaving, we go to cradle song. And after that, we try to empowering our culture products. And last but not least, we have a fashion designer. Ms. Tavu, your topics, fashion from the group up. So the floor is yours. All right, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Malaysia, for being a wonderful host to all of us, ASEAN countries. I'm not going to take longer because we run out of time. Can you, technician person at the back? Okay. Okay, thank you. This is this way. Why it's not? It doesn't move. Okay. In 2012, when I first have an idea of local fashion brand, and I genuinely wanted to create a fashion-forward pieces that homegrown fibers, natural dye, hand-woven, handcrafted by working directly with local artisans on every element that goes into them. We are currently, Kilometer 109, working with 7 different indigenous communities across Vietnam, from northern mountain area to central highland and to Mekong Delta area. We work with 2 Blue Hmong communities and 2 Nung communities. This thing is not, okay. And we grown our own fibers, own botanical dyes, and everything is made locally, and we trying to maximize on the local resources, including not just fibers resources, but also local labor. It's so slow, I don't know why. This is some images of the communities that I'm working with. And in the screen right now is a 2 image of the black dye in Mekong Delta area. These communities has only 2 families left still practicing this unique black dye using ebony fruit. But this area, they create incredible deep black silk, tusa silk. And we've been using their textile and apply their traditional methods into many of our latest collections, including jackets and coats. And we're not only applying exactly the same traditions that exist for centuries in Vietnam, but we tweaking, we twisting, we innovate on the methods that create completely new textile and products. For example, this one, we using the local silk breed, it's a yellow silk, golden silk, and we apply completely new methods to be able to create very much like a felt-like fabric that we can be able to create like one-of-a-kind pieces. When we use this fabric, because it takes so long to make, 6 months to from the weaving to dyeing and then the finished garment. So we only make by for one-of-a-kind range. And master craftsmanship is applying every stage of the garment production in Kilometer 109. The craftsmanship is really lying the heart of our designs. We not only maximize the beauty of the textile, but we also innovate and add a lot more value by changing and applying modern thinking and modern design process. This is some of the examples that we create. It's one of the first collection that I designed, and luckily we won a design award by British Council. And after this, we have another 4 collections, and this is a few collection. And every collection we try to expand the network of the local communities. We try to introduce 1 or 2 community by every collections and apply the new techniques, new people involved, and the network of our production. Of course, it takes longer time to run. And this is the last collection is called Earth, because this collection we integrate many elements from Earth, including rock dye, including botanical dye, root, and barks. And this is a few images of the Thai Dang in Dien Bien Phu province in northern Vietnam. And this is the latest community that we decide to work with after I run a workshop to help them to improve their natural dyeing techniques. We grow every fibers go into our garments, from banana fibers to cotton, two kinds of cotton, white and brown cottons, and hemp, and many different kinds of silk. The entire production of Kilometer 19 garment maintained local level. This ensuring a truly transparent and ecologically sustainable model. This is a few designs that from the Earth collections that we work with the Thai Dang group and the Nungan group. So we always explore the new methods, new ingredients, new way of using the textile, and I mix and match a lot. I bring one technique to another community, and the other way around as well, to help the community to improve their textile and to make the textile more diverse. This is the latest collection that we were invited to participate by a Dutch Netherlands embassy in Vietnam for King and Queen visit. Besides fashion design, I am considered as a fiber artist, so I participate in many collaborations within Vietnam and also internationally. That's so slow. I don't know why. Maybe it's too heavy. Sorry. We run multiple projects across education to workshops, and myself as a mentor and a ZAS for Vietnam Design Week. So I involve a lot with education and training. This is one of the highlights of my artwork that's been shown in London Design Biennale in 2018, and it's re-exhibited in Vietnam for 1 month in Hanoi. And this is our latest projects that I work with a design studio in London. It's called Wax Atelier, and with the other 2 artists from France and Colombia. And we did projects that cover fashion design, product design, art installations, and documentary movie. There's a few images. This is my last slide, and I want to wrap up my presentation by showing you a video of our work. Can you please, technicians, help me to play that video, please? Thank you. And thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you very much again, Ms. Tao. I was like so quite impressed when you are actually preserving the textile through the innovation. how you embedded the natural into the fabric, from the old to modern textile design, and how you name your exhibitions with land, water, and heaven. Such a good innovation of textiles and fibers, actually. Yeah, I can see that how the fashion is actually coming from the ground up, actually. Yeah, that's the root of the fashion. Nice, nice. This is how the sustainable of the environment embedded into wherever that we are actually creating, especially on our culture creative products. So Vietnam's a country with a culture and creative products, a testament of rich heritage and dynamic contemporary scenes. You always offer a blend of tradition, modernity, which is reflecting the uniqueness of your country itself, you know, the identity of your country, and place into the global creative landscape, and how you bring your country to international level. Thank you, Mr. Tavu. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to finish, but definitely we're going to have a Q&A sessions. As usual, we had a very interesting, engaging discussions just now. A very nice topic to know the best practice of each of Asian countries on the stage. So I would like to encourage active participations from the audience. So if you have any questions, please raise your hand and we help you with the microphone. Yes, Masingi, can we please have the, yeah. Masingi, you can choose a name presenter that you would love them to answer your question.
Yes, thank you. All is impressive. For the question is for all of the speakers. Yeah, because it's general question.
General question.
In the past, that culture actually is owned by the people. Yeah, but as I also do make the bamboo bicycle and make the wooden radio, it's also difficult for the people in common to have it because it's very expensive. Yeah. So actually, creative economy, actually is not totally for the local. It's much more for the people outside. And that is my question. What is your opinion and how to solve this? Because it's also my problems. And the second one is about this topic. Actually, creative economy is actually imported from West. Yes, I think what we should, in my opinion, that we should make a kind of definition based on us. I mean that this is the knowledge from outside, but we should internalize by us in terms that we able to make our own standard. Yeah, that is important. I want your opinion about this. Thank you.
All right, that's a nice question. So there is two questions, yeah, over here. The first question is on how Masingi look at into the culture that we always not for the locals. We always like prepare the culture products for international people. All right. So, Ms. Tao, on what you did just now, you do exhibitions international. So, how much you get support from local people on your product, on your culture product, your point of view?
I see the fashion, current fashion issues at the moment is, especially for the direction that I'm taking, the people, the other designers and brands, like applying traditional methods or techniques or textile, we very somehow is make, one of the limitation is not everything, but one limitation is you make the products, but it's not really relevant to what's happening, to the needs of the society, to the change of the society. Tradition is evolving every day, every minute. What we're trying to do, what I'm trying to do personally in Vietnam is not replace the traditions. We want to create the new traditions. We want to add more layers into the values that we already have. You know, we're not trying to do the job of the museum that keep and protecting exactly what it is. We want to be able to follow, to be able to expand, to be able to elongate the history of the textile. So to be able to do that, you need to make the products that relevant, like the bicycle. You know, if it's 100% bamboo, it's impossible. You still have other parts that you have to use modern, you know, elements into that, metals and other, probably you outsource. I'm sorry, I'm just, you know, I just guess. So we try to create the alternatives that to help us, and it should be diverse. It should be different models, so everybody can feel like easy to access. It's not, you know, in Vietnam, many young designers, they're so scared to touch or to use like cultural symbols or anything with culture. They're too scared because they worry that they don't have the knowledge of doing it. And also they worry that they're gonna devalue or be criticized by the society or audience. So I think create the safe alternative is a good way to go. That's I want to really encourage, especially the young students. We have every kind of cakes for all of us. So just find a way, and I really want to encourage that.
All right, find a way, yeah? Find a way of getting supports from locals, yeah? All right, we go to the second question. Mr. Lino, you want to add on the elements?
Maybe just to contextualize what Sir was saying about creative economy. The challenge now, because we're here doing this, right? The challenge now is how can we bring back to the community? How the community, being the stakeholders, how the community can challenge themselves with this growing massive globalization. Do they want this or not? It's only in this juncture that we want to spur, like what from Vietnam, from the grounds to the up, right? So this is again a contest. If we want this to push forward, where do we want this? And if always not only the government can do this, this just initiate it, but it goes back to the community. It goes back to the roots. If we really want to push through with this.
Yeah. So the involvement of communities is very important, yeah? As this is actually also highlighted in the first sessions. On the second question, I would like to have a very short point of view. If you are no one, what is creative industry or what is creative economy? For your point of view, what is your own understanding creative industry, creative economy? So can we have from Ms. Mimi first? I would like to have from everyone. Because you may have your own way of understanding your own point of view, you know.
Please help me.
You want translator or you want another person to explain? Can. Come to the stage. Come. A very short point of view. Yes, yes, can.
Creative industry,
Yes.
not a culture, please.
Creative industry, culture, creative industry.
Good evening. Good afternoon, and my name is May. I'm from Myanmar Women Entrepreneur Associations. Actually, for our understanding the creative industries, and what we have to modify, what we have based on culture and traditions, and what we have resources, what we have it. Then how to modify it and how to connect, but it should be usable, and sustainable. Then also when we make creative industry, of course we need a supporter.
All right.
Then with the first question
Okay.
that,
All right.
and these days, the senior generation already, leave somehow their tradition business. Then we have to support for the younger generation. Then these days, we start to support. The people wants to know how do you support, especially for the startup and the new idea, like pitching bank from the support from the bank,
All right.
and pitching for the standard the startup,
Okay.
and some like area and some place they subsidize the seeds.
Okay.
And ingredients.
All right.
And especially like our Lonteyaje, the place, the original places where
Okay. All right. Okay.
so those kind of place these days the young generation already come to the city. So also we support this creative industry. We need the supporters, locals, not only locals and community.
All right.
That's we understand it is to connect the external and what we have,
All
modify our resources and culture and traditions.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you so much.
I can pick that the three highlights: modified, reconnect, and usable. All right. That's your point of view. All right. Can we have Mr. Lino again? Miss Nuan first, okay? All right? Your point of view, your own understanding. We don't want you to stuck with anything. Your own point of view.
Creativity. In fact, I think that because I'm research a lot, and in fact, creativity in some country may be culture industry. In some country called creative industry. So I think it's quite the same. It's different in each country called, and anyway, it's art and culture of each country and how to develop. It's to modernize, to make it contemporary, and make people still proud of their art and culture. It's important. The creative in industry. So, in my point of view, that when you make art and culture to be creative, you use creativity and innovation and make it to usable and people can live with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we develop much on performing arts. Some type of performing arts code maybe more for young generations, but we try to make it quick, make it interesting, to let them conserve without boring or something. And one day when they grow up, they will learn to watch the slowly cone dance or something like that.
Okay.
So it can be adapted in the way.
All right. Okay. All right. From Thailand, it's all about arts and culture, performing arts and dance. Mr. Lino, your point of view, your own point of view.
Hello. I think being an arts educator and being a cultural worker, it has to go down deep and to the soul of that community or the nation. You know, it's not surprising that we were, as history tells us, right? We are colonized by the Western. it's about time that when we promote arts and culture, we go to our roots. I think it's high time to present what we are through our own instrument, not from the point of view of the Westerners, from the colonial point of view, but the point of view of the Asian themselves. I think that's the way to go.
The way to go.
That's
yeah?
the way to go.
Yeah, the ground up. You go back to the ground up and go back to the basic. And last but not least, Ms. Tao, your own point of view.
Yeah. For me, creative economy is socially engaged that have to foster a sense of community and cultivate the conditions of positive well-being. That's my opinion about creative economy.
Socially engagement, yeah, with community. And I would say that when it comes to culture, when it comes to creative industries, we cannot put aside our community. We need them so much. We need their involvement. And then the importance of their involvement is very important in a way of supporting the industries. So thank you very much. I would like to ask one, okay, I just want to open one more question. Yes, please.
Actually, thank you very much for giving us your own definitions of the cultural or the creative economy. This is just actually a sharing of information. During the second ASEAN regional workshop on creative economy that was held in 2019, actually it was recognized that the definition for the creative economy was Western-centric. So during this regional conference, a working definition of the creative economy that is suitable to all the ASEAN member states, to all our region, that encapsulates all the nuances, the realities of community, our roots, our heritage, or the legacies from the past. We have a working definition in ASEAN. So if I may share that with everybody, I will read it, okay? The ASEAN creative economy, or ACE, is added value emanating from human creativity based on heritage, culture, the arts, design, science, technology, and innovation that promotes sustainable, resilient, and equitable and inclusive development by the way of jobs, wealth, and value creation. The ASEAN creative economy encompasses activities related to production, consumption, distribution, and trade of intangible assets such as intellectual property rights, and tangible assets such as goods and services. So we have actually, if you can visit the ASEAN.org website, we have an issue of the ASEAN Creative Economy. It's a magazine, but it has a special issue on ASEAN Creative Economy. Please visit it, read through it. You'll learn more about the creative economy and how it has progressed in this region. Actually, Ms. Tao Vu was featured as one of the creators in that featured magazine, special issue. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for that sharing. Such a nice information. All right, so that, with the sharing just now, I would say that that's the end of our discussions, sharings, and then the engagement of the meaningful discussions this afternoon. So the Asian creative culture economy emphasizes the significant role of cultural and creative industry in the economic development, culture preservation, and social cohesion. So by leveraging their rich cultural heritage and fostering contemporary creative expression, Asian countries are always positioning themselves as a vibrant hubs of creativity and cultural diversity, contributing to both regional integration and global culture exchange. So as we conclude today's forum, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to all panelists, presenters on the stage for making this forum a success, and also the list of panelist presenters this morning. So thank you for our audience, for your participation, for your insightful questions. So we hope you live inspired and motivated to continue exploring and enhancing the creative culture economy within Asia. Enjoy and have a wonderful day. So back to you, Dr. Yusuf. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause to our wonderful moderator. She has really done excellently well. A round of applause, please. Thank you. So may we now ask our participants to return to their seats, please. Okay, next on the list is the gift and presentation of certificates.